Hello everyone, it's Tuesday the 20th of January 2026. Thought I'd check in. I did a live a couple of nights ago, but I've made it private. I just don't want to get locked up for things I've said online, so that's why it's best that I film stuff and can edit out anything controversial. Yeah, right. It's Tuesday. Got quite a lot to do this week, so I'll take you through the week, maybe, if you're interested. I don't know why I'm bothering. To be honest, I don't know why I do it. Anyway, I'm doing it. Right, it's Tuesday. What's the time? 9:25. I've got lots to do on the DIY front. Sorting out. I'm going to do some baking. Oh, loads of exciting things. It's relatively tidy downstairs because yesterday we had the gas man in. You'll only know that reference if you watch Bottom. Right, but the gas man that came, well, I didn't see the gas man that came because I was hiding upstairs. Mark was here and dealt with him. So I didn't knock him out with a frying pan. But anyway, yes, so we've had trouble with the heating. We've had really cold weather, although it's a lot milder. It's dull and drizzly. We are due some more cold and snow soon. And we haven't had central heating that was working properly. The heating was working. No, not the heating. The hot water was working. So we're getting hot water, but the central heating wasn't coming on. So normally we don't have the central heating on. We just press. Actually, I'll test it now. I'll turn it off soon. It's not. I don't need the heating on. We normally just press the +1 and it goes on for an hour. Right. Well, it's coming on. I think it's going to light. Is it going to light? I think it is. Yes. So it wasn't working. The heating on its own. To get any heating, we had to turn the hot water on as well. But then when the hot water got hot to temp, then the heating would go off. Anyway, it was a problem with this valve thing. We've had problems with it before. Anyway, the bloke was supposed to be come between 12 and 6 yesterday. So it was nearly 6 o'clock in the, 6 o'clock in the evening he came. But fortunately, he was here 15 minutes tops. We initially thought I thought it could be the thermostat. So it's quite tidy. Well, it's Desime. We've been using that little fad fan heaters. We've got a few fan heaters. I've got one upstairs in my bedroom. Mark had one in his bedroom. And then I bought this one, which has got quite a nice, I've had it ages and not just bought it. I've had it a few years. From Dunelm. So it's just a little fan heater. It's not on at the moment. I've just got the effect. It's quite good. I've always wanted to open that up and see how it does it. But there's a little fan heater at the bottom and it's two heat settings. But it's, it really warms up the room quick. And there's a thermostat, so it'll turn on and off. So I thought initially the problem could be focus the thermostat. So that's a new one I've replaced. The one that was there before, is that I don't know if that's level. Whoops. Was it the picture? Something's not level. That looks better. Yeah, we had one of these manual dial things obviously fitted when we first moved in. So I thought, well, it might be that. But it wasn't that in the end. But anyway, I've still got a new thermostat control, which is a lot, it's more accurate. It actually shows you the temperature. So at the moment the heating's set at 19. The temperature at the moment is 16.5. I had it set at about 21, but that's the temperature in the hall, which is colder than the living room, and everywhere was getting really, really hot. So I've put it down. I've put it down to 19, did I say? So that symbol there is showing that the heating is on. That only comes on when the heating's going. So yeah, it's relatively tidy. As I said, we've had We had a visitor, a man coming. Is that picture level? Everything seems wonky. I think we might have had an earthquake. I see it's very dark and dingy. What are you doing, Daisy? Rubbing yourself? You just... Oh, stop doing that. She's just had a wee on the kitchen floor. It's my fault. I wasn't there when she woke up, was I? So you decided to have a piss on the floor. Come here, you precious thing. Oh, lovely darling. Poor Molly. I don't think we've got Molly for much longer, to be honest. There's a lot of blood now again in her urine. I mean, proper blood, not just a little pinky tinge. So I've just came down and mopped up wee with drips of blood. She's oh, bless her. I think we'll be saying goodbye to Molly this year. I think we will, Molly Moo. Don't wake her up when she's sleeping. She's asleep. Bless her. Yeah, so you're all right though, Daisy May, aren't you? My little girl. Oh, God, I'll get upset if I think about it. You know, I'm going to make a cake. Well, not make a cake. You can't really say it's making a cake when it's from a packet mix. So I'm going to make a little loaf cake. But I'm getting a Morrison's delivery today, just Amazon Morrison's delivery. So I want to start making stuff. I'm having far too much ultra processed food, and that's probably would be ultra processed, you know. So I've got some home baking stuff. I've already got some in the cupboard, but I've ordered some fresh. So I'm planning to make a cake and some biscuits or something. But also I need to start making some main meals and freezing them. So I've got the convenience of a ready meal, but something I've made myself. I'm going to attempt a fish pie. One of my Christmas gifts was a voucher for this online fish supplier. So they catch it fresh and they ship it out. And they do a fish pie mix. And I think, oh, that'll be easy for me because it's all prepared and chopped up and it just needs cooking. And I can make a fish pie with mashed potato. I'm sure I can do it. I've looked at a few online recipes. It doesn't look too difficult. But if I can make some batches and then freeze them in my Pyrex dishes, then they can come out and I can treat them like a ready meal, cook them in the oven when I want them. So I need to sort of start doing that and making a few other meals instead of relying on all the awful ultra processed stuff. And yeah, eventually just make my own cakes and biscuits. And because it's quite an effort to make them, I hopefully won't be eating so much, because it's not like buying a packet of biscuits and just stuffing half of it with a cup of coffee. If you're making your own and you've just done a batch of 12 ginger biscuits or whatever, you can't sort of stuff all them in one go, because it's taken you a while to make them. You know, you'll ration them. I'm going to ration them, Daphne. I don't know what... Oh, she wants a treat. Oh, hang on. You don't deserve one. You peed on the bloody floor. So we've got... Mark insists on having those there. That's the dog bedding. They have to change them every day, really. Every day or every other day, at least. So it's a waterproof cover, and then a towel, and then a fleece on top. So they all have to get washed. Right. There you go, Daisy. So I'll make that cake. I won't show you the process, but the only thing I change with this, just need to get I do a loaf cake. The only thing I change, it calls for oil, I think. You just need the cake mix, water, and vegetable oil. So I don't put oil in. I use butter, but I melt it. So it's the equivalent of butter, but melted. So cutting out seed oils, which are in everything. So that's difficult. But if you bake your own cakes and stuff, obviously, you know, I can bake a Victoria sponge just using eggs, flour, butter. Is that it? I think that's it mainly, isn't it? Eggs, flour and butter. Am I missing something? Sugar. Yes, I knew I was missing something. 4 ingredients. So I might, in this vlog or another one, show you a cake. So, still no carpet. Still no carpet. Mark rang up and he's not heard anything back. So, yeah, it's quite dangerous. I nearly fell down these stairs. I was using a backpack vacuum at the time and I was going backwards and I sort of tripped, sort of stumbled, knocked into this glass thing, knocked this over, managed to sort of stop it from falling on the floor. I mean, it's all done. I've done a few extra things. We've put pictures up. You know, we've got the pictures up. Now, I better close the door because I don't think Daisy will try and follow me, but she might. So it's all, you know, all the painting's done. You know, I've got the mirror back up. That's not staying there. This is just a mat that I just left here for some reason. But as you can see, no carpet. So this is the carpet that they did fit in Mark's bedroom. But even this isn't staying because we're not, as I've mentioned earlier, maybe. Because we're not having this carpet anymore because of the multiple problems we've had with the manufacturer of this carpet supplying faulty carpet. We don't want that, so we've got a different carpet. So obviously we want the same carpet throughout, so this is coming up. So everything in here is going to have to come out. I mean, there's things in here that shouldn't be in here at the moment. This is Mark's record and CD collection, and there's that IKEA unit that I've flat packed, because these are from the study, you see, because that's what I'm doing this week. Going to get that decorated. So Mark has kept all his, I don't know who Francois Hardy is, the Smiths. He's got a few albums I have. So we Smiths and Erasure we have in common. Talk. I've got that on CD, and that one. I don't know who the Waterboys are. Yazoo Look. Jill Kaplan, don't know who that is. Of course, I've got that on CD. Kate Bush. And I've got that. So we do have some similar, some music tastes we share. Oh, he's got Erasure of the Innocents on. That's my favourite Erasure album, I think. I've got it on CD. I think, when did that come out? 86 or 87? I mean, I can't believe it. 88. That's a really good album. Yeah, so he likes Erasure. Yeah, he's got Erasure Wonderland. I've got that. Mostly mine are on CD. Melon Kim, look. Ooh, Madogga. Tears for Fears, Dead or Alive. You like Jean-Michel Jarre. Well, I don't think that's his. I somehow think that's not his. I don't know how that's got in there. I wonder what else is that might have found its way. Sure, he wouldn't have taken that. Janet Jackson. Oh, Kirsty MacColl. I've got that, but on CD. Gracie Jonesy. He saw Grace Jones live at the Peace Hall in Halifax. I've got some Morrises. Yeah, we do share some musical doodahs. Japan. Oh, it's quite a lot. Oh, I don't know what's here. Sting, oh, arsehole. More Smiths. Simply Red. Kylie Minogue. Waterboys. He likes the Waterboys. Oh, I've got to need to Ticker of Ancient Heart on CD. Oh, I don't like you two. Especially that Bonio. Oh, he likes Pet Shop Boys. Oh, Chris Rea, look, he recently died, didn't he? Oh, yeah, we like, I don't know, I had Christer Berg on there. He's got Christer Berg concert programme from his Into the Light tour. That's a good album, Man on the Line. Oh, Enya. Yeah, Tango in the Night, I had that. David Bowie. Oh, now that, we've been down that road. It's gone now, but there was a little restaurant called Tibbetts sort of opposite that, down this road, wherever it is in London. People get their photos taken there. But unfortunately that Tibbets is no longer. All fine young cannibals. Clannad, Thompson, more Bowie, Proclaimers, Blondie. You've seen Blondie at the Peace Hall as well. Oh, ABBA, of course. Everyone has ABBA. At least one ABBA album. Oh, I've got that China Crisis on CD. Culture Club, more Bowie, Pet Shops, Billy Idol. Who's that? Jean-Michel. UB40. He likes Jean-Michel Jarre. Tracy Chapman, oh, Blondie. Depeche Mode. And then all those, I'm not going through those. They're the CDs. I wonder if there's some of my CDs in there. I'm missing some, but I don't know. I've never found them. I must have sold them. Yeah. I expect he's got some CDs that, duplicates that he's got on Doodah, but that's definitely not his. He definitely does not have Barbadix The Morning Comes Quickly. I'd be very, very surprised. Plus, this is in a cover, and none of his are. So, that is definitely mine. Okay, he's got some more CDs there. So, this is a mess, because, all this is from the study. Let's take you, Babs. And I've got to empty this. I've emptied some of it. That'll put you there, darling. Right. So in here, I've got to empty. Well, I can't empty everything out of here. The bits of furniture can't come out, but all this crap here has got to come out. Rugs and listen. This floor, I hope I can get it better. It's mainly. Unfortunately, it's the bit that's there that's got the bloody wall. And I've put the old PVA glue down it, but it's not worked. I'm going to put some extra screws in, but just right next to the other ones, and see if I can improve it. It will be better, obviously, when there's new underlay and carpet, but this is the worst part that makes the noise. So I don't know if I'm moving stuff about, because I had a bit of a play, and the unit that was there, that's in bits, fits on this wall. I just don't like the tumble dryer on show. So there's the option of possibly putting the tumble dryer at the opposite side, because now I've put, you see that socket there? That used to be, well, didn't used to be there. I've only just done that. I took a spur off the socket at the bottom of the stairs, so I've got a new socket there, so we can have the tumble dryer there. And IKEA do this sort of cabinet that fits over the tumble dryer, so it gives 2 extra cupboards, and it sort of fits half over. It's meant for a washing machine or utility room, so you've got a cupboard to put detergents and stuff, but I'd probably put books in it. So it's possible that will stay there, and the desk might stay there, and then I've got 3-drawer for my bedroom, because I'm changing my bedroom furniture. The 3-drawer chest from my bedroom might go there, so then it'll all be white stuff. It's very plain, but there'll be pictures going up. I could wallpaper that wall, actually. Alternatively, the unit that was there can go back there, and we'll just keep the tumble dryer there, and then Mark's desk will go back here with the drawer unit next to it. There was a little cheapo cupboard here from IKEA, but that went to charity. It was rubbish, really. But all this is rubbish. Well, it's not rubbish. It just needs to be moved out so I can start painting. Prepping. Taken the lampshade off. Going to get a nice flush fitting light to go there. So it's not going to take long. It's only a small room. We need to put a new radiator there. Well, we don't need to, but I'm going to put a new radiator there to match the other new one that I've put at the bottom of the stairs. So basically, once this is out, and I'm going to have to leave the tumble dryer, the desk, and the chair in here, but I'll just move those into the middle, cover them with dust sheets. So basically then it's just a case of prepping, filling in holes, lightly sanding the walls, filling in cracks, sanding all the paintwork, trying to fix the floor a bit before I start painting. And then it'll just be the ceiling first, always ceiling first. So a couple of coats of the ceiling. It's only, as I said, it's only small, so it won't take long. A couple of coats of the ceiling, and then yeah, I think I'll do one coat of all the woodwork, and then the walls, and then I'll do another coat of the woodwork. I think that's how I normally do it. There's a bit of a crack in there that needs gouging out a bit, and then filling with flexible filler or something. So that picture used to be in the study, so we thought it would be nice there instead. And I bought that when I was made redundant at Littlewoods. It was a birthday present for Mark, so it's there now. And that used to be in the kitchen, just above the kitchen table, so I thought we'd put that. We've got two others. What's happening to them? Can't remember what we're going to do with them. We've put one of the square canvases in the kitchen, and then there's a spare one. This I don't like it. It's Mark's mother. That goes in the study. And then this big picture that used to be in my bedroom, which does not go with the theme. We were thinking about the kitchen for it, but we've decided to put that's in the study. So that's for the study. Mark bought a new little picture when we were from Slaithwaite, however you pronounce it, this little shop. They had this nice little picture, so that's going in the study as well. There might be some other pictures going in the study, just to fill the blank walls, but I think we're not putting anything else. This is more or less done now, apart from the carpet. This is what was replaced, just this, and it's exactly the same. I'd looked at that because when we've had problems with this before, when the pump wasn't turning off, it was running all the time. Where was the pump here? It wasn't switching off, so I had to keep turning the central heating off, the main switch, because this was constantly running. So I've already looked into replacing that, but I didn't go ahead with it because I thought, oh no, it involves plumbing. Look, this, I don't know how to do it, but apparently it doesn't, because you can just replace this top bit without affecting the plumbing. It just pulls off once you've unscrewed something, and it's just a valve that opens and closes. So this has been replaced. As I said, it's exactly the same. I thought it was the same one, but Mark said no. The man showed him the old one, and when I look in there, it's a lot shinier. So that's what was replaced. As I said, he took 15 minutes to do it. Fortunately, because he took long enough to arrive, and because it's looking a bit wonky. I can change that. It's wonky because it's not quite. These shelves move up and down. I just need to adjust the shelf. It's very wasteful for space. So I've been trying to find things to put in here. There's not a lot you can do because of this pipe. Anyway, I found this freestanding unit on Amazon. You see, it's actually, I don't know if you can see, what am I showing you? It's actually, there's two poles either side that you adjust to the height of the ceiling to lock it in place, and then you've got these adjustable shelves, so it holds, some laundry. So it makes use of the space better than it did. I just had everything used to be piled on top of the hot water tank, and then it was causing problems. So it's because we had things piled on top of it, apparently. So there's room now for air to circulate around it, because there's these tiny vent holes or something, and it was starting to leak, or something was seeping out of it, and it was because there was all these towels piled on. So I've got, as I said, I've got a Amazon Morrison delivery coming between 11 and 12 possibly, I can't remember. Hello, my love. So yes, it's quite tidy at the moment. Isn't it, Daisy May? So we haven't had anything yet. I might just have a Kofi. Focus! You see, I'm using this, the camera's fault. Well, the camera, I can't change the camera. The camera I'm using, I can't use the touch screen anymore. It stopped working. So it still works though. It's better when I'm using this camera for my main channel, when it's on a tripod and I'm not walking about. It's fine. So I thought, I'm not changing it. I'm not going to buy another camera. I'm looking at a new mattress now, because I've realised that the mattress I've got, it wasn't expensive. It's a memory foam. But I've realised that it's not really giving me the support. I mean, obviously it feels different because I'm sleeping on the floor. What are you moaning about, young lady? I've given you a treat for weeing on the kitchen floor. You didn't deserve it, did you? But she's there, she's whining in the background. I know. I'm not just giving you a treat just because I'm in the kitchen. That's Mark's fault. Because every time he's in the kitchen preparing something, he gives you treats. Eh? They'd been to the poodle parlour for a cut and blow yesterday. So we don't smell of piss for the time being. Daisy just had a little bit of a trim, I think, and a blow dry. Shampoo and set, didn't you, darling? And Molly just had a trim round her eyes, which was good, because she's basically very hard of seeing. Oh, she's moved. Oh, Molly moo. But she doesn't seem to be in pain. You know, she jumps about when it's food time. She eats all her food. She has a bit of a dance around the lawn. But yeah, it's a bit worrying now. The last couple of days there's been a lot more blood. She's still on some sort of medication. But yeah, I'm just trying to get more footage of Molly of late, because, you know, we've got lots of video of them when we're on holiday in the caravan, and other videos I've been looking at where she was, the old Molly. You're not going to oh, you've disturbed her, Daisy. Oh, poor Molly Moo. You've disturbed her. It's all right, Molly. And Daisy woke you up. She woke you up, Molly Moo. You're going to have to go out for a piddle. Oh, darling. I think we've given you a good life. Better life than you would have had. Oh. Mark will be devastated. You're Mark's dog, really, aren't you? Daisy's mine. When we do have them on the sofa, Daisy's always gravitates next to me, and Molly will sit next to Mark when we can get her to stay still. Normally she's pacing around. Hey, it's a Molly Moo. You're gonna have to come out and do a wee wee. Right, folks, I'll pause for now. Let me show you my cake before. So here's the cake before, and I'll show you the after later. Actually, yeah, I'll put some dark chocolate chips in with that. That'll be nice. Orange and dark chocolate. So I'll make that cake. I'll show you the result, and I'll be showing you my little Morrison's haul as well. And then that'll probably do for today. And then I'll film some more footage of my decorating progress. I'm hoping you've seen the start of it, so hopefully by the end of this week you'll see it decorated, and then it's just waiting. Can't do much else, just waiting for confirmation that the carpet's ready and they can start fitting it bit by bit. My Morrison's Amazon order has arrived. I had to spend over £80 to get £10 off, so I thought I would, and free delivery. So let's see what I got. I have found that the prices are a bit more for Morrison's if you order through the Amazon, but then you get it really quickly. If you're in a hurry for something, you do pay a bit of a premium. But with a £10 off, it probably brings it to around what it would cost if I was to order this direct from Morrison's. Right, well, a bit of floor cleaner. We're getting through a lot of floor cleaner with Molly. A couple of packs of little dog treats. They always need a treat or want a treat when they've been out for a piddle. So these little things, just give them a couple of them. And they seem to be happy with that. As long as they get something for having a pee, that's all that matters. This says Miami on it. You'll find when you order, you're given a name. I had socks once, and I can't remember all of them. But this is frozen. So yes, this is the sort of thing I'm hoping to eventually phase out. But pizza, I know I can make my own pizza dough, make my own pizzas, and maybe I'll have a go at that. But, you know, I'm taking baby steps with changing my diet. I can't just go from buying all pre-packaged foods to suddenly having everything made fresh. You know, unless I can afford a cook that I can say, right, make me this, then it's not going to happen overnight. So I'm still going to have to eat things. So that little mozzarella pizza from Dr. Oetker, that was on offer, so I got that. And another pizza. This might have been on a multi-buy, a 4 for £5 or something. I think that included in the multi-buy. These did. I like some peas when I'm having fish and chips. I thought these were new. Some halloumi burgers. I haven't had any breakfast or anything, and I'm not hungry, so my first meal of the day, it's about 20 to 12 now. I will have lunch. These are okay. I normally have these with potatoes and veg. Linda McCartney cheese and leek plats, and Linda McCartney mozzarella burgers. So this is all frozen. Then, whoops, these are on offer. I think they were half price. So some gastro tempura battered light and crispy fish fillets. Oh, that's unusual. There's no ice block in here. Normally there's an ice pack. And some skin on fries. I think I've got some more chips. I'm not sure. Right, I'll just pop these back in the bag, folks, to keep them cold. I've got space in my freezer in the garage to put these in. I've been using up my food stocks of late. Still got loads of food. I like to have a nice supply. Oh right, yeah, okay. That's odd. Right, I've got some ice packs here. Strange thing is, I've got one frozen item. That was on the 4 for £5 offer. So it was this, the chips, the peas, and the pizza, I think, for £5. Not bad. I'll just pause the camera. I'm just going to pop the ice cream in the freezer now. Right, there we go. Okay, so we've got some chilled bistro. What is the date? Alexa, what's the date?
Today is Tuesday the 20th of January.
Oh, 20th.
By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, all right then. Yes.
One new notification. From Amazon Shopping. A package will arrive today.
All right. Mark has no secrets from me regarding Amazon because Alexa tells me he's ordered something. Right, so that's a good date on that 23rd of Jan. I'll probably have that. I might have the halloumi burgers with this salad in some brioche buns. I think I've got some brioche buns. So that's chilled. Apparently, folks, it's National Cheese Day for some reason. So I've got some aged red Leicester. There should be another cheese, actually. I think I ordered some cheddar. Gold creamy milk. Full fat with cream mixed throughout. Don't have milk. It's just in for coffee. For coffee. You for coffee. Gold Smooth, Graham's the family dairy. So that's that. Then I know, I should be making my own mashed potato. How difficult is it? But some mashed potato, I like that with a cod in butter sauce and peas or mixed veg. So I'll be having that this week. Some Philadelphia, nice on a bit of toast, or a bagel if you're feeling a bit, you know, Jewish. You want a bagel instead of Gouda. Oh, I don't remember getting. Oh yes, I probably did. Right, I've got some. The unsalted butter is for baking, and then I got 2 of these because they were on offer. Organic salted butter. So I've started. Well, I've stopped using spreads that have got sunflower or any other oils in, the spreadable spreads. So I've been using this one from M&S that's a spreadable butter, but you still have to leave it out a bit for it to spread. And then I found this French brand, President, that do a similar sort of spreadable butter, which I prefer. But it's a lot cheaper to buy butter in a block, but you do have to leave it out. You can leave butter out for 2 days, apparently, out of the fridge. Especially the salted variety. If it's unsalted, that might not last as long, but the salted butter you can leave out, so it's spreadable. But I don't, if I was part of a big family, you could leave out a whole thing of butter and it would probably be gone within a couple of days. So I've got a butter dish here I bought, ready to use, a Kilner glass butter dish. I'm trying to store things in glass rather than plastic, so I'll be keeping it in the fridge in that, but it's having to remember to take it out the fridge probably 20 minutes before I want to spread it on some toast or a roll, and then I can spread it. So I'll be putting one of these Yeo Valleys in here, in har. Ah dear. So that's the chilled. Okay. I think I've got more chilled. This is a heavy one. Alright, so some baking stuff in here, because I do want to make proper cakes. I'm going to make a walnut cake, a coffee walnut cake, and some coffee kisses at some point. I'll do a separate video if I do get around to it. So I've got some organic self-raising flour. And also I'm going to start making my own bread again in the bread machine. So I've got some strong white bread flour and some very strong wholemeal. I've got a porridge maker, a Lakeland. It makes rice and porridge, just a small one, and it really does make creamy porridge, really nice. But you have to sort of set it, and it takes about 20 minutes. You can put it on a timer. I've been buying sort of ready-made porridge, ready-to-eat porridge, and it's not very good for you. So I thought Scottish whole rolled oats made with that lovely creamy milk in my little porridge machine, it'll be much nicer porridge than the stuff I buy ready-made. So I thought I'd try that. And then I think this is one of my favourite ginger beers, even better than the M&S one. If you like ginger, this is lovely. The best sparkling ginger beer, that is Cockney rhyming slang. Ginger beer. Yep. Ginger beer or iron hoof. I don't know what an iron hoof is. Well, perhaps it's an iron hoof. It's probably, what do horses wear? Horseshoe, yeah. An iron hoof could be a horseshoe. I don't know. You need to watch Steptoe and Son if you want to get with all the Cockney rhyming slang. Right, so just these are a staple. I've got a label come off. These are a staple in my kitchen. Tinned new potatoes. I think I've got a couple of them. Oh yes, they've put these tins with the bread products. Crikey. I hope they've not crushed my baps. Right. Oh well, oh yeah, slightly crushed. Got some bread rolls, I'll freeze those. Just sometimes, folks, of late, especially when it's cold, all I've wanted is a tin of soup. and a couple of rolls, and with butter on, and that's enough sometimes for me. Obviously, I would like to start making my own rolls because I can make the dough in the bread maker, but then you'd have to mould it into bun shape. So they're wholemeal bread rolls. And then they didn't have the Morrison own brand, so I got these brioche burger buns, which are nice. So they'll be nice with the halloumi burgers or those Linda McCartney mozzarella burgers. I do prefer a brioche roll to the standard sort of burger roll. Well, naughty, bit of chocolate, Galaxy counters, they were on offer. There's certainly less in them than there used to be. What, how many, 100 grams? Oh no, is it 112 grams? I bet they were about 140 grams before, or something like that. Never mind. I've got large eggs. Oh, they're very white. Large eggs are there for the baking because the recipe, the cake recipe required large eggs. So they're for baking. And then I've got some mixed-sized orgasmic eggs. Oh, they're brown. They're for general eating. So, and also, I couldn't find any other baking powder in Morrison than this gluten-free baking powder. So I think it'll just work the same as regular baking powder. So there's that. There's one more box, one more bag, I think. Ooh, down here, what's in here? I thought I ordered a loaf of bread. Oh yes, I did. It's under all these heavy tins. Oh, God. Who's done this? Who's packed this? Right, sweet corn again. It's another staple in this house. I normally add it to a ready meal, like if I have a macaroni cheese or a tuna pasta bake or a tuna or a mozzarella tomato bake thing. I normally mix in a tin of sweet corn, give it a bit more, you know, whatever. Oh, honestly, you know, I mean, I think people that work in these supermarkets are getting worse. I've got a dent in my loaf. I know it's naughty white. I got my sandwich maker out recently and I was using this sort of oaty sort of bread in it and it wasn't successful. To make a toasted sandwich, you need white bread really in a sandwich maker. I'll get my bicycle pump out and try and get rid of that little dent. Oh dearie me. You know, I knew when I was a home shopper at Asda, you don't put heavy items on top of your bread and your rolls and your eggs. Oh dear, that's coming open. Now, I didn't realise I've got 2 packs of sugar in the cupboard for when I was thinking about baking. There's no date on them, but I asked Alexa, and Alexa said they don't, basically, if you keep sugar in a cool, dry place, it doesn't go off. So I'll just pop that in a container. Daisy, stop whining. I don't know if you can hear her whining. She thinks she's going to get a treat. It is nearly midday, so she's expecting a treat. And I'll give in to her. And also I've got some icing sugar I didn't realise. I should have checked before I did the order, but it'll keep. Sugar will keep. So the icing sugar I need to make the buttercream icing for Coffee Kisses and my coffee walnut cake. Anyway, I've done a coffee walnut cake, so I don't think I need to show you that, do I? I've done a coffee walnut cake on the channel. I haven't done Coffee Kisses. I'll have to show you Coffee Kisses. That's walnut halves for the cake. It needs chopped walnuts for inside the cake, but halves to go on the top. So I thought I'll just get halves, and then I can use some as halves. And then, oh, Daisy, you're getting right on my bristles. Oh, that's the yeast that I need for the bread maker. Oh, how did I don't remember putting 2. I'll have to check. I might have accidentally put 2 in, but sometimes the home shopper puts in extra by mistake, or maybe they just liked me and gave me an extra one. I doubt it. I've probably accidentally ordered 2, but I think they keep 2027. And Mark uses a bread maker at least once a week, so I'm sure he'll make use of some of that. So that's my Morrison's order from Amazon. I'd better put everything that I need to put away in the fridge and freezer. I'll finish today's vlog with a look at the cake that I've made. Well, sort of made. There we go. Added the chocolate chips. Yes, I've just checked my order and I did only order one of these. I got a bonus one for some reason. I thought I ordered some cheddar cheese as well, but I didn't. So I have got everything I ordered plus this bonus. So one can't complain. Let's still warm this. I'm not going to eat it yet because I don't want to spoil my lunch, my first meal of the day. So that looks quite nice. There you go. It's actually got proper bits of orange in it, orange peel or something, which gives it a very nice orangey taste. So I've added, of course, there's a few chocolate chips in there. Put some on the top. There you go. Not as good, obviously, as making it yourself, because it's still full of additives and crap, but yeah, there we are. Not bad at all. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this little slice of my boring life, and I will be back hopefully in a few days. You know, it's not going to be tomorrow, but I need to crack on with the decorating this week. It's got to be finished by Friday at the latest. So when it's all done, and then as I said, it's just waiting for the carpet, and then it's going to be all hands to the pump again. Well, mainly me moving stuff out of whichever room is going to be done first, and then putting stuff back, and but I'm hoping it's going to be worth it. I'm looking forward to giving you the whole tour of the upstairs of the house, looking all nice and tidy for once. That would be fantastic. Daisy, yes, all right. Right, I'm going to finish by giving the dogs a little treat, and I'll see you all very soon. So thanks for watching, and bye for now. Here you are, Daisy May. Take it. Here you go, Molly. There we are. Don't swallow it.